Welcome, everybody, to another edition of Idiot's Array. Edition felt right. I like that. I think it's going to be edition and not
nice.
episode. It's nice. It's like, we're back. It's me, Nick. Hello, friends, and Brendan. Friendo.
Hey, it's me again. I'm
That's
still
him. In 1080p, I guess, probably.
Maybe. Who knows?
Welcome back, everybody, and we are here to talk about Legion. The Legion, the Star Wars Legion. We have... we're going to talk a little bit about list building if you're a new player, because that's been a topic that it's new to people that are new to the game. A lot of people come into this game and they're overwhelmed with upgrades. They're like, oh my gosh, especially because last episode we talked about all those upgrades.
We did.
They're cool. I actually tried some the other day. Pretty cool.
Ooh,
pretty cool.
Nice.
I like the overcharge blasters on a whole bunch of stormtroopers. It's pretty funny.
I bet.
Yeah, suppressive's good. But we're also going to talk about the full contents of the Jedi Council box have been opened and spoiled, and we've seen it. I think it was available at GenCon. If you were there, you could buy it early. Right, Brendan?
I did not. That's
didn't
what
buy
I heard.
Because he doesn't play those Republic guys. I am feverishly painting more clones so that I can hopefully play a list next weekend with those new Jedis. Because they look really cool, quite frankly.
They do look very cool, and I am going to get them.
Yeah, sure. But you support your local game store and all that. So,
Yep.
It's one of those things where the Gen Con early release is really cool. Oh, we should talk about Boba Fett. Boba Fett was there. The new convention exclusive, right? Brendan got one. Very cool.
I will grab that box and show that off to people.
Yeah, you should.
Nick continues to talk.
Yeah, you should. And those things are really cool. We don't have to have them. It's there's definitely a lot of FOMO, obviously. It is really cool. It's not my favorite of the it's actually honestly, it's the one I like, the model I like the least, just because I don't play a lot of Boba Fett, and it's the proto Fett armor isn't it doesn't call to me the way that the Strike Me Down set is so cool with Luke and Vader in the throne room, and the original Celebration Vader was really cool. I had that one for a hot minute. S and Obi-Wan, I also had that for a hot minute. It was really cool.
Really? Nice.
So yeah, fun story, and I tell everybody when they ask. So basically, I managed to find a Celebration Vader on one of the Facebook swap groups years ago. This was COVID time, probably 2019, probably 2020 actually. It was definitely COVID time. Some guy was selling it along with a bunch of other core set extras. He had obviously bought multiple core sets, and he had the extra Lukes and Vaders and the extra tools and stuff, and he didn't need it. And there was a random squad of stormtroopers or something, and he put all this stuff on the Facebook group. He was trying to sell it. He was trying to sell stormtrooper squad for this much and the tools for this much. And then he had a Celebration Vader new in box. He wanted 125 for it. Now, if you ever paid attention, yes. So immediately, nobody had commented yet. So I was I commented first. I was hey, I'll buy it. DM sent. I messaged him, and then by the time I messaged him, 5 other people had DM'd him also. But he was I'm trying to sort through it. He's basically, somebody offered me 150, so I'm probably going to take that. And I'm oh, I understand. I was what if I said I'd buy all of your stuff? Because he was selling the other stuff for $100 combined. I was you're asking this much for everything total. I was I'll buy it all and I'll pay shipping. It was $200 some odd dollars, right? So I'm not getting the Vader at as good a price, but it was still a decent price. I felt pretty good about it. With shipping, it was 200 or so bucks. And he was oh yeah, that's awesome. Because it was him and his son were playing together, and he happened to be at Star Wars Celebration before he played Legion, and he bought it. Then he came back, got into Legion with his son, and his son was oh, maybe we can sell this stuff and buy some more stuff. And so I was making the dream come true for them, So I managed to get it because I was willing to buy all the junk. Great. Awesome. I got it. Held on to it for a while. And then a buddy of mine, he'll remain nameless, but he had 2 S and Obi-Wans because he happened to win 2 on eBay. And he didn't need 2, but he wanted a Vader. And at that point, the Vaders on eBay were rare. They never showed up anymore. And he was like, I'll trade you. I know it's like way in your favor and as far as trade. He's like, but I'll trade you 1-to-1 S and Vader for Obi-Wan. He's like, I'll give you the Obi-Wan because I want both. And I was like, deal. Because I knew the Obi-Wan was worth like easily like $400 or $500 like to the right buyer. So I had it. I kept it for like a month or two. And then Christmas was coming up. I put it on eBay. Or somebody was looking in the Facebook group. They were like looking for an S and Obi-Wan. He's like, let me know if you have one. He's like, let's see if we can work a deal. And I think I sold it for like $500 or something like that. So yeah, that was a story of how I owned both. Never opened either one. Never paid. I feared so hard. So like, I was going to keep the Vader, but like, I was afraid to paint it. And as somebody who's like not going to play with it unpainted, I feared painting it because this was a long time ago. It was like, I was like, no, I'll destroy this thing. I was like, I'm going to leave it in the box until I'm like a really, really good painter. And I'm going to enter it for Golden Demon at Adepticon. Something. No, but.
Well, the worst part of that story is I was at that celebration and didn't get that Vader.
You didn't play Legion yet, though. Did you?
I was buying Legion. I hadn't actually gone out and played with it.
But the stories of people who were at those, I think our buddy Raul was there, and like nobody could get them, like because like they sold out of them. They sold out of them before the con even opened because like they had the early entry for like people and like anybody who was a vendor, they were just buying them up at the booth, and they weren't stopping them from buying them. So like, yeah, some people were able to buy like 4 because they bought one every single day, and it's like that's just so dumb. But yeah, no, it's like at least like the GenCon thing was great because like they had, I guess they probably had like about 100 each day, right? They were selling there in person. I'm guessing.
I have no idea what the number was,
right?
But I got the Boba. Boba's nice, and
it's so funny. The miniature's so small on the box. Let me see another helmet.
Two helmets on here. If I can get this to focus.
No, you can't. You gotta put your hand like behind it. It's gonna be impossible. You're gonna have to like, no, you're not gonna be able to do it. It's too, wait, you're almost there, but it's okay.
Almost there.
Yeah. It's cool. It's dope. I knew
there's a second helmet that's a little bit closer to his real helmet, but it's got some slight differences. But that's the only difference about it. Here's the lack of a sprue. It's very tough to tell. It is resin. So this is a resin model.
Yeah, I saw that from somebody else. Yep, that's cool. Usually they're like only a couple pieces too. So
yeah, it's just
don't
the
drop
body,
it because it'll
the
be
base.
Dead. It will die.
Yeah, the body, the base, the 2 helmets, and 2 arms.
Yeah.
There is a unit card that is semi-foiled.
I like that. Cool.
Just the lines around
the edge, the border, the border foil.
Yep.
Yeah.
With some nice art on it.
Sweet.
And then the insert does have all that art from the card.
That's pretty cool.
So
that's pretty cool.
It is pretty sweet.
Yeah, I love the exclusives. It says it's also like it's going to be at other conventions too. Like hoping it's at PAX Unplugged. That would be really cool. Help build the hype a little bit for that.
Don't know where else it's going to end up.
Right,
but
we
they
won't
said
know.
It will.
Don't ask me. We won't know until like maybe that week.
2 weeks before at best.
Yeah, if that. Like honestly, like they won't. I mean, we're gonna get to it, but like Will Schick brought the X-Wing, and like almost didn't got held up. Like it's like one of these things where like we don't actually know. Like we don't know when it's gonna be. But like I like that you can they had the new stuff early. I was saying that like back in the day when I was new to gaming, like I had a friend who went to GenCon. Like he was a teacher in the summer and we used to play a lot. And he's like, I think I'm gonna go to GenCon. And I was like, cool man, I'm poor, I can't go. And he went to GenCon and he's like, oh, they have all the new ships here. You want anything? So I got all the new ships and it was like 6-8 weeks early. I was like the envy of everybody at the game store. They were like, oh, you should get that. And it was like a pretty hype wave. It was like that was when the Fang Fighter came out and the Shadowcaster, which was like a bigger Scum and Villainy ship, which was pretty cool. I think there was like the Special Forces First Order TIE Fighter, which was like the chonky First Order TIE Fighter. It was just like a little the one that Finn and Poe stole, specifically, that had like the gunner seat, because there are two different ones that like, there's like the regular TIE Fighter, and then there's like the big chonky one that has a gunner seat. And then there was another ship too, I can't remember what the hell it was. It was hype. It was like, I love that stuff, but like also like I don't know, like it's cool that the Jedi Council was there, but like it'll probably be at my store next week, and I'll just go get it next week. I got plenty of stuff to paint. Yeah,
the only early box I got was the customizable Mando leader.
That is a big box too. That looks like a big box.
It is a very big box.
Man, I love how none of those customizable kits are the same size boxes. They're all different sizes.
Comparing it to the Boba box, it's huge.
No, like, so like you go to your LGS and like they've got like the Rebel officer and then the Imperial officer, and the boxes are completely different sizes because they had to make room for all those capes on
Absolutely. Yes.
Because the Imperial sprue is just so big. I love that all the boxes are different sizes now. The Mandalorian starter box is right here. It's like so much taller than
there is no standardizing your space on the shelves.
No.
Clearly.
Oh man, yeah, nope.
But the big thing out of GenCon was definitely the X-Wing being seen for the first time.
Looks sick.
It goes zoomy zooms. It does. I'm going to share my screen real quick. I'd sent this to Nick previously, but I had taken a little video. Woo. Just a little 10-second video so we can kind of get a panoramic shot here.
I love how nobody cared about the Fang Fighter. Did anybody like care to get a good shot of the Fang Fighter?
Everybody was looking at the X-Wing.
It's so impressive. Like, what a cool model.
Yeah, it's real nice.
And Schick, there's a really cool Gray Squadron interview. Recommend you check that out if you haven't yet. Probably have, but they talked to Will Schick like on the floor there. Those guys are great. But there was a really good interview. He talked a little bit about the Flyers and like kind of elaborated. I'm really excited. As somebody who used to play X-Wing and Armada, like I'm really excited to see like how all this works. Because it's like, it's a little intimidating. Seems like it could go either one way or the other. Like very quickly, like either like these things are going to be not powerful enough because they were scared so they're underpowered and they're not very good, or they're going to be really powerful and you're going to have an answer for them all the time. Which, I mean,
I feel my thoughts are it's going to either be immediately people are going to feel like they're overpowered because nobody knows how to play against them, and everything's going to get figured out. Just like every release that basically happens.
There's so much hyperbole. Yeah,
we see people do well with new things because people aren't used to it yet. Especially, some of the best players, they're going to figure it out faster than everybody else. And so then we'll all see success with it, and then somebody's going to figure out how to answer that success, and it'll eventually even out. The best part of the news that Schick did do in that interview was that the TIE Fighter is confirmed for the Empire, and that the Mandalorian boxes are having a reprint that should be ready by December.
I saw that.
Ideally.
Yep. Ask Santa.
Yes.
Maybe he'll get it to you in time. I couldn't imagine they weren't going to reprint that one. It sold out before it even came out. Like, it was like right? They were allotted. Everyone was allotted. They like didn't get their like amounts and stuff. It's like, you got to have another print run of that. Yeah, no, it's like super popular. Like, I'm glad that it's getting another run. I might pick up another box when they come back out. So, I already told Top Deck, I'm like, gotta buy all these again. But yeah, that's cool. Very excited to see all that stuff at Gen Con. And he also talked a little bit about like expectations for like in the fall, in the winter for mini extravaganza, and that like we should probably temper them. Like if they have a presentation, it's going to be smaller, which is like tracks. Cause last year it was like 3 streams that lasted like an hour, give or take, for each game, and it was just a little bit of like, little bit of this, a little bit of that. I prefer that, honestly. Like, we only need one big, huge blowout celebration once a year, right? And I think it should be. I'm a little biased, but I think Adepticon's great for that because, like, the developers are all there. Like, it's Worlds. It's the World Championship.
We get
so
a
it's
live,
arguably,
live audience reaction.
It's largely, undebatably, the biggest, most important Legion event of the year. Like, it's not up for debate. It is because it's the official World Championships. All the developers are there. Pretty much almost the whole studio is there. And it's like, it's the perfect atmosphere for it. So I'm excited for Adepticon and whatever
reveals we get. Are always more fun with a room full of people.
Schick said there's another, like, next year's reveal. He thinks it's bigger than Mandalorians. That's crazy.
Speculate wildly.
Crazy. Yeah, I know. In my local server, the one you're in there too, but like they were going a little like, is it First Order and Resistance? Obviously Gungans was very popular theory. Like,
yes, always is.
I can't wait to see what it is. The Mandalorian stuff took me by surprise. Like, oh, and it's coming out in like 3 months.
Mm-hmm.
Like, let's do that again.
And then the Rocket B2 reveal with no pomp and circumstance.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
I wonder how much more is just in the tank and ready, and we're going to be surprised by. So fun times.
I'm really excited. Unless the rules are overly complicated, I only need to buy 2 of those because they're a heavy, right?
Yeah,
it says it's a heavy rank
based on the on the box. It says heavy.
I'm hyped. Pretty cool stuff.
Yeah, lots of excitement.
Hooray. Oh, print and play. They dropped the battle card pack on print and play.
Yes,
last week.
Battle
Unceremoniously.
Card pack 2.
They did.
Yes.
Yeah, very excited. I'm happy.
It's
because
great for a lot of people.
Yeah, it clears everything up. Like, I don't have to deal with like those are print and play, so that is too, and I don't have to worry about looking the other way because it's print and play. So, like, I guess that, I'm not assuming. Like, I gotta imagine eventually the upgrade pack too, like all of that stuff will eventually be print and play too. I don't know. I'm still a person that likes to have the official cards, at least one set. I actually pre-ordered 2 upgrade card pack 2s because, like, I don't know. There's only one of each thing. I think that's mean. Grr.
It would be nice if there was more.
How am I going to fit all of my hit the dirts in all my Rebel Troopers with only 1 card pack, guys? What are you doing to me? I need, like...
He's making points.
6 copies of hit the dirt. And you know what, though? What is it? The upgrade that gives you your first 2 dice are red dice. If you're white dice, it's like 15 points. It's like limited to 2. Now I'll have enough because I'm buying 2 packs. So I'll have exactly enough to run. So that's perfect.
And you can give out your second copy of Fire Control that you don't need.
Oh yeah, I could do that too. That could be like a prize. Somebody might really covet that, to be honest with you. Thank goodness that's unique. It's dumb. It's dumb.
It's good.
Yeah. So, what do we got? We're going to talk about list building, right? A little bit of beginner.
We are going to talk about list building. Did you want to talk about the Jedi real quick before list building?
Oh yeah, that's right. We got all the Jedi now. They're all revealed, all of their costs. Well, I think we had all of their like the units rules before, like, but we didn't have the upgrade versions. There's upgrade versions for all of them. That's pretty sweet. Yeah. And we have all their point costs. So obviously we knew Mace Windu was 165. We don't have to go over him. I think he's being a little bit slept on. Vapad looks really good. Like, everybody's like, oh, but you got to take wounds. But like, yeah, but if you hurt him, he's going to hurt you harder. Seems good to me.
Yeah, the only thing we have to go over with him is his upgrade in units. Yeah. So I'm working on pulling that up. So, Mace Windu.
35 points. Clone Trooper only. So he can go pretty much anywhere you want. Anything that's a Clone Trooper. No, he can't go into Wookiee. That'd be kind of fun if he could, though. Not gonna lie. That'd be neat. He's 35 points. He does come with 2 health. Oh, look. Hey, screen share.
Look at that. We can share screens.
If you're not just listening, you can see the screen. Pretty dope. I'm still going to talk, though, because that's why I'm paid to be here, right? Hell.
Mm-hmm.
So add 1 Mace Windu miniature. No. Leader. Sidearm melee. Surprise, he cannot use a blaster. Sidearm melee ranged. This unit gains Compel Core Trooper, and he's immune to Pierce. So 2 of the rules that are on his card. And then his melee weapon, Windu's lightsaber, melee only. Impact 2, Pierce 1, 2 red, 2 black. Pretty solid. I would have liked some critical on there. Just because, like, clones don't surge, it probably would have been nice if he had some critical on there. He seems a little spicy in some ARC troopers because they charge, so doesn't give him charge.
I think all of them are a little better in arcs. So.
Oh yeah, probably. So that's Mace. We're not gonna go over his unit card. You've seen it already.
Seen it plenty of times.
We could go right to the other commander in the box.
Yeah, we'll go to Ki-Adi-Mundi.
You want to read that one? You can read that one.
Yeah. So commander. 6 health, 3 courage, speed 2. He's got jump 2, Ataru, mastery, charge, danger sense 1, deflect, immune, pierce, master of the force 1, and his lightsabers 2 red, 2 black, impact 2, lethal 1, pierce 1. He does have 3 force upgrades, a command upgrade, and a training upgrade. So he's definitely interesting. I think he has the potential to be pretty good if you figure him out. But I don't think he's an obvious choice.
I think the largest complaint here is that he costs a lot. He costs a lot for 4 attack dice.
Yeah, he's 155 points. I didn't say that,
obviously, so. Ataru, he can attack twice. Like, if you move, charge, get another attack, if you have a second action. Sorry. Just getting the DMs all the time. He's getting, jump 2, Ataru, charge, danger sense. Ataru, I think that's why he's got 4 attack dice, right? Because, 5 attack dice could go very crazy, very, with tenacity, it seems good. I think
if you give him tenacity, and then you give him, what's it called? Battle Mind? Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he's all right.
So for one of his 2 attacks, he could be 5 red.
Yeah, it's pretty good. That's pretty good. No, I like that a lot, actually, because then he's Anakin, just without the surge, and he gets to do it twice. Mm-hmm. I guess not having the surge is pretty big, and then if you're taking tenacity, you're not taking into the fray, so you're not getting surges. You can't. Can you give yourself the surges on guidance? No, right? Force guidance.
You can give 1 to yourself.
Okay. Master of the Force. It's interesting. I don't know.
Definitely interesting.
Yeah. I like Lethal 1 and Pierce 1. He has access to Pierce 2. I think that's important for these Force users in this new world of Impervious, basically completely nullifying Pierce 1. I think them being able to push damage through even at a cost is important.
Where is his commander?
He might be something. He might be like Special Forces only or something.
Remember that about.
No, he's just. I guess he's
not in here.
Admiral. You just can't. No, I went under ARC Troopers and he's there. I got him. Yeah, I have him. Maybe you don't. Maybe you're looking at an old version. I don't know. Ki-Adi-Mundi. He's 25 points. Did you find it? He's not there.
No.
Weird. Okay. Well, I have it now. I'm sorry. That doesn't help the folks at home, obviously, but
no.
I'll read it to you guys. Clone Troop, 25 points, Clone Trooper only. Add 1 Ki-Adi-Mundi miniature. Leader, sidearm melee ranged. This unit gains immune melee pierce. Awesome. So, he has an exhaust free action. Choose another allied unit within 1. This unit and the chosen unit may each remove up to 1 suppression token. For each suppression token removed in this way, this unit gains 1 surge token. Pretty decent. Mundy's lightsaber, melee, impact 2, pierce 1, 2 red, 1 black. So, I mean, yeah, another one that goes in an ARC Trooper, right? Because they have charge, and this doesn't give charge. So, put them in an ARC Trooper. Next up, we've got the good old Plo Koon. He's the one that interests me most, just because I just think the character's really cool. I've always liked him in the show. I cannot wait to play it. Hang on one second.
We've lost Nick. Yeah, no, Plo Koon looks great. While we're waiting for Nick to come back, I'll go through the cards.
Here. Sorry.
Yeah, so Plo is 105 points with Jump 1, Free Action Distract, Charge, Defend 1, Deflect, Direct, Clone Trooper Infantry, Immune Pierce, Inspire 2, Xian Mastery, 5 Black, Lightsaber Impact 2, Pierce 2, Surge to Hit. He's 2 Force upgrades, a Command upgrade, and a Training upgrade, and he does have the unique Command upgrade of You're Not All the Same to Me, which is giving 1 Clone Trooper Infantry Retinue Plo Koon.
That's fun.
105 is a steal.
Yeah, he does a lot for 105 points. I know that, points are a premium in Republic, but, that's some really cool stuff. Direct Clone Trooper Infantry, it's very specific, but, you're probably taking an infantry or two, and if they have a shotgun, they're going to run around with a Jedi. I like it. Maybe an Ahsoka-led clone infantry was pretty thematic, right? So just hang out. Hang out with Plo.
And if you don't order her with the direct, you get a dodge anyway. 2 dodges with her.
Defend 1, Deflect, Immune Pierce, Inspire 2. Can't wait.
Distract and Xian is a fun combo.
Yes, for sure. And what's he look like in a unit?
In a unit,
22 points. Leader, sidearm melee ranged. Clone Trooper only. Add 1 Plo Koon miniature. When this unit defends against an attack, you may exhaust this card during the modified dice step. If you do, cancel up to 2 hit results. At the start of this unit's activation, ready this card. This unit gains immune melee pierce. Lightsaber, impact 2, pierce 1, 2 black, 1 red. Pretty good. That's pretty good ability. Basically just having force barrier on yourself every turn. It's pretty solid stuff.
So I figured out why I couldn't see Ki-Adi-Mundi. I had him still up here, so he wasn't visible down here.
Oh, womp, 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 womp. Yep, that makes a lot of sense.
I didn't realize that feature had been added to Tabletop Admiral. In the past, it was not there.
Oh yeah, you can bring multiple Darth Vaders if you want. It's fine.
Yeah. No, it would always do it for characters.
That makes sense.
It never did it for the upgrades. So
he doesn't play the game anyway.
Good change.
So he doesn't know. So yeah, seems decent. Again, I guess you're putting him in ARC Troopers. Seems like a really good ability, really good defensive ability for them, though. So
yeah,
I'm into it. All right. Last but not least, or maybe least, I don't know.
Shaak Ti for 120 points with Jump 1, Quick Thinking, Aid Non-Republic Unit, Allies of Convenience, Charge, Deflect, Immune Pierce, Makashi Mastery, 3 red, 3 black, Impact 2, Pierce 2, Surge to Hit.
Surge to Crit.
Surge to Crit, you alright? I misread that. Surge to Crit, she's pretty good.
Seems like it.
Your Jedi killer Jedi.
Now, she can really only go in a couple places, right? Basically.
She can go in Mercs for the best option for her.
Yeah.
So Shaak Ti, the upgrade, we've known since Adepticon, is 22 points. She can only be included in a Republic army. But leader sidearm melee ranged. Unit gains cash aim 1 and loses self-preservation. Allied Republic units can issue this unit orders, even if they don't have the same affiliation. The unit gains immune melee pierce, and her lightsaber's 2 red, impacts 2, pierce 1. So you can add her into normal Republic units, but she definitely does more if in a mercenary.
I'm not as interested in her just because of like the mercenary, like obvious like mercenary stuff. I think it's cool. I'm not really sure. I don't play a lot of mercenaries, especially
you don't want her in a Clan Kreese Veterans?
That sounds pretty good, but I'm sure it's expensive too. Yeah, look at that, 142
142.
points. Yikes! Yikes!
Yeah, but then they're immune pierce melee, and you've got a pretty scary melee unit.
Yep, that makes sense. Shakti. All right.
You pair that with a Yoda, I think that's the best combo, because then they could get relentless for a turn.
True. So we have command cards too, like all the command cards that come in there. Not a ton.
Yeah, so command cards, we've seen all of them at Adepticon, so I don't think we need to go all over them, except for one, which was not revealed at Adepticon.
Oh, I was going to say they were all revealed at Adepticon, huh?
Except for Wisdom of the Council. This one was hidden behind another card. So it's the 1 pip, and it's a commander or operative unit. At the start of the next activation phase, roll 5 red attack dice for each crit or surge result rolled. Issue an order to an allied Republic unit that does not have a face-up order token. For each hit result rolled, 1 allied unit may remove 1 suppression token, and for each blank result rolled, 1 allied unit may gain 1 aim token or 1 dodge token. So, completely reliant on your roll.
Yeah. It's pretty cool, though.
It's a fun ability. It could be pretty interesting depending on how you roll.
Yeah, but I'm excited. I'm excited to paint some Jedis.
Yeah, should be fun. Maybe I'll finally get around to painting my new Anakin when those come out, and then I'll just paint all the lightsabers at once.
I painted my Anakin like a week or 2 ago. Pretty fun.
Nice.
Pretty fun to paint. Yeah,
yeah,
I've been on a little bit of a Republic kick.
Over here somewhere with... he's at least primed. So
nice.
Got that going.
My backlog's excessive. Like, it's excessive.
Mine as well.
And I have decided just like, I'm never going to finish it all. But like, let's just keep going in a positive direction with it. So it's like, I'm like, I really want to play Republic, and I haven't in so long because like I didn't have the models painted, but now I've got like just about enough stuff painted. So like, I think I could definitely run a list because like I've got a ton of the old characters painted, but it's like now I have 2 infantry painted and 2 arcs and 2 marksmen and an ARF. I've got like, I just assembled another ARC trooper last night. I'm trying to finish the second starter I bought. I'm going to try and finish that before next week, before I start the Jedi. We'll see how it goes.
I believe in
you. Oh, thanks, man. That's makes one of us.
Well, list building. So, before we go into any in-depth talk of how you actually build a list, I want to share my personal opinion on that there are 3. I'm going to say 3, and if I add more to it, I'll add more to it because I didn't count this ahead of time. But 3 ways to think about how you want to build a list. 1 is the competitive way. If your goal is to win, you want to think competitively, you want to think about the balance of your list building and the synergies that are involved. Number 2 is theme. Do you just care about how thematic your army is, and what are you trying, just going with that theme. And 3 is fun. You just trying some fun ideas, you think this is a interesting way. One of the more well-known ways I think that would be considered a fun list is a Highlander list, where you don't repeat any units in an army. So, everything's different. That's a fun way to play if you decide to do that.
I've done that a few times, just like not to learn to play, but like just as like a fun way to like keep it different. I might do that this week actually.
Nice.
See what I can build. See what I can build with my empire. Though I actually can't even do that because I only have stormtroopers and riot speed. I can't even do it. Never mind. It would have to be rebels, but yeah, no, those all make sense. I never really thought about it as like this is 3 different ways to list build, but like that's actually pretty smart.
I'm smart sometimes.
Yeah. It's the glasses. Makes us look smarter
glasses,
than we are. Yeah.
That's true. If I take them off, it's terrible.
So what I've been seeing is there's a lot of new players getting into Legion, which is absolutely phenomenal, and I love that. But
yes.
like they look at the cards and they're like, this is a lot. And I totally get that because like at least like say what you want about 40K. It's all in one book, right? It's basically all in one book, unless your book isn't official anymore, I guess. But anyway, I can understand a little bit. But like new player list building, it's like it's all over the place, right? Somebody will be a new player and they'll send me a list and they've got like a rebel trooper squad that's got every upgrade slot full. And it's like, here's impact grenades and here's the ion gun. And here's the specialist. And it's like, and here's targeting scopes. And it's like, okay. It's like, now look at all these things. Like they don't all synergize together, right? Like you need the grenades, you can only use at close range. So it doesn't really go with your ion gun, that shoots at range 4, I believe. And like targeting scopes is cool on paper. It seems like a really great upgrade, but like you have to have an aim, which means you either have to have somebody give you an aim or have a way to or have actions to get it or have a way to passively generate aims. And so like in the case of a rebel trooper, like they don't really have any of those. They frequently don't want to take an action that's not move or shoot. Just because like moving gets them a dodge. That passively generates them a dodge. It doesn't generate them an aim. And then if you move aim, you don't have a way to shoot. Oh no. So, but the one thing I try to tell people is like when you start building your list, like you want, especially when you're new, you want like 1 or 2 big things. And by big things, I don't necessarily mean like one ATST. I mean like you want one expensive commander, right? If you're taking Empire, we'll start with Empire because that's like the simplest for me.
Mm-hmm.
Like if you want to take Commander Vader, great. Don't also take Iden Versio. Like just take Vader. Like he's your commander. Like if you want to take a second commander, don't take Thrawn the first time you're playing. Take an Imperial officer that costs 75 points.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Something that's like, that's just like, that's not like a focus piece. Like I look at like, what's a focus piece? That's like what you're building your army around. That's you want your army to be led by this thing, even if it's not your commander. Like it could be an ATST. That's your focus piece. Like that's your big thing. And this is what you're focusing your attention on. This is what you're building your strategy around. And like for new players, like it's less about strategy, more about like learning the game and having fun. But it's hard to learn when you're looking at 7 different units that are all trying to do completely different things and have 3 or 4 upgrades each. So like what I tell people is like, take your focus piece, take your Darth Vader, right? Put your upgrades on Darth Vader. Like, cool. Like fill all the slots. That's fine. But then when you get to your next thing, your stormtroopers, just take 1 upgrade. Take like 1 heavy weapon or 1 super squad or 1 electro binoculars upgrade. Leave it at that. Leave it simple. That way you're not looking at 4 different cards when you activate that unit or 4 different things and pulling up Tabletop Admiral trying to remember what is doing what.
If I can add on to that, I would also then recommend making it repeatable. So if you're taking 4 squads of stormtroopers, have them all be the same when you're new. That way you have less to think about and you know exactly what each one of them is doing.
And it's okay if like you run out of points, right? Let's say your army is at 12 activations, right? And that's great. You feel great about that number. And you've got at the end of the line, you've got like 12 points left. So let me put some upgrades on my stormtroopers. And let's say, like, okay, like I want to put targeting scopes on them again because they all have heavy weapons, right? And adding another targeting scope doesn't really add complexity to a stormtrooper because they already have precise 1. So now they're going to have precise 2. But maybe you can't fit it on all 4. Okay, you can take it on 3. It's just going to be something more you have to keep track of, though. So, first time out, I like what Brendan said. Keep it all the same. I know that's tough, too, for new players sometimes because maybe you're starting out and you just started a couple months ago and you were like, oh, I'm going to buy the Empire starter and I'm going to buy the Blizzard Force starter. So, like, you've got a little bit of this and a little bit of that. I guess, I don't know, still a lot of stormtroopers, right?
It's 3 stormtroopers and
a lot of scouts.
2 snows.
Yeah, that's fair.
But again, you can have your 3 squads of stormtroopers and your 2 snow troopers, but just make the stormtroopers the same and the snows the same to lighten your mental load as you're learning the game.
Yep. Try not to like make it too complex for yourself. Like don't bring I keep trying to say Vader and Palpatine, but like we can't do that anymore. Like don't take Vader and Boba Fett, right? I would argue when you're a new player, stay away from mercenaries for your first game or two. Even though they're like some of the coolest units. Like obviously Boba Fett's really cool, but independent, it's like hard. It's hard to. It's like you got to remember you can't order them ordinarily. Like you have to have abilities to order them. They can order themselves, but like they're just a little more complex, and it's the kind of thing that can just die. Like if it's in your bag.
Yeah,
that's why.
If you're still in your first 10, 20 games, keep it to one character for the most part, aside from your generics. So you can get a feel for that character and the game as a whole, and then that can help to inform the others as you understand.
I think you can start mixing more characters in after a few games, but keep that one character. Keep that one character. Who's your favorite character? Is it Luke Skywalker? Okay, keep Luke Skywalker in the list for 5 games, right? And then after the first couple games, you can bring Han now. Now you want to bring Han Solo. Great. You can bring Han Solo now too, because you've pretty much understand how Luke works. So now you can figure out a second commander. There's also things like timing neutral activations, and like having a lot of those when you're new is very good. A timing neutral activation is something that's not like a speeder bike, that's not like a whole bunch of force users that like want to have orders and need to activate at certain times. Like, you're not so sad when one of your rebel troopers gets shot at before it activates, because it's just a rebel trooper, it's just flak. You know what I mean? It's like, it doesn't, you know what I mean? It's not, it's the sum of the parts, not the actual parts. So, if that makes sense.
Yeah, I would say 9 times out of 10, if the unit as a whole is under 90 points, you don't care as much about it. Aside if they're a sub 90 point commander. So those are normally going to be your timing neutral things. There are a couple exceptions to that, but I would say in general.
And command cards. I would not bring all of Darth Vader's command cards if it's your first game. I would bring some that are not Darth Vader's. Some of the generics, because Darth Vader might die. It happens to the best of us. Sometimes Darth Vader dies turn 2 or 3. And then, like, you don't get to play any more command cards. And that's not fun. You don't learn anything. But yeah, I would not bring all of one. Don't put all your eggs in one basket, as they say.
Similarly with your objective deck, don't keep changing it. Get used to those ones. Play, I would say, at least 3 or 4 of each objective before you decide to switch one out.
Stick with the ones that come in the starter sets. I wouldn't try any of the new ones yet, because they are a little bit more complicated. Not like a lot of them are not simple. Like a lot of those new missions, like the new primaries, are not simple. Payload's simple, but the other ones are a little bit complex.
They definitely
with how they
have
score.
Nuance to them by comparison.
Yeah, setup takes longer. I love Payload. I would teach everyone on Payload, because that's just also, man, it's a nostalgia for me. We're playing Payload on Battle Lines. We're back, baby. First edition's back. We did it. No, I would just say like, though a lot of those like initial missions are very simple. Like Breakthrough is pretty simple. Close the Pocket is very simple.
I'd say the most complex is Shifting Priorities.
Yeah, Recover the Research is an easy one. I love that one, but I'm a rebel player. I always have a lot of activations.
Terrible
Bias.
person.
Yes, I am a terrible person. Everyone knows that. You got anything else?
Just the one addition is, I said one of the ways you can build your list is theme. If you are all in on theme, look at the battle forces. They are literally theme. So if you're
and they always have special rules that make them more powerful.
Yeah, to help with the fact that they limit what you can bring into an army. So ultimately, sometimes I think, depending on the battle force, it might be easier to learn if you try and focus on a battle force because you have fewer choices overall. A lot of their theme is just in some extra special rules or command cards. But if you realize that you personally are having trouble making a decision because of the abundance of choice, check out a battle force where you're limited.
It's true. I've seen a lot of players start with battle forces and to be okay. You know? Stormtrooper Battalion seems really cool. I just don't love it. I wish I did.
I love Stormtrooper Battalion.
I know you do. I mean, I played a list the other day that was all scouts, stormtroopers, and riots, and it was like just all the whites. It was like all white armor everywhere. Mm-hmm. Like it's really cool to look at on the table. I'm really into this.
I mean, once I finally assemble my 7th box of riot troopers and paint them up, I will be running 7 riot stormtrooper battalion.
Oh, gross. It's a little bit more interesting than 7 stormtroopers.
No, but the best part is I'm going to make sure they all have marksmen, so I can do all of my non-sniper shots and see what I can do.
I took marksman in my riots the other day just because I had points, and I'm like 7 models to a unit's pretty cool.
Not bad.
Yeah, like it's great. They got in there with like health to spare, so that was good. If you can get them in there with both the KX droids, it's a good day. It's a good day.
Yeah, it's with just the KXs and the marksman, it's 73 points for 7 models.
Yeah. I also like the marksman as the leader too, because he's got the shoulder thing, and like they didn't like it's really difficult. People always ask which one the leader is, and it's like it's the one that's pointing the gun, right? That's like sticking the gun out. That's how the instructions have it. It's just weird. The riot troopers, the guy with the gun is the leader. It's just strange.
I know. It should have been a guy with a baton, but
it should have been a guy with anything that punches. I don't know. Too strange. All right. What else you got? You got anything else?
Holding up his fists, yelling at the clouds. I don't know.
Did you have any cool rulings at Adepticon or GenCon? Anything neat?
No. It was a pretty laid back event. Nothing too crazy. No, I mean, there was the saddest part of GenCon was the lack of Empire. So I was not happy about that.
How large were the tournaments?
We only had one competitive event, and it was 16 players. All of the other scheduled events were dangerous environments.
Oh, okay. Well, it sounded like everybody had fun on Discord, so that's good. That's good.
Yeah, everybody definitely had a good time. I forgot to look at the forums before we hopped on here, so I'm trying to look for something interesting.
Trying to find something? All right, I'll give you a second
find something. See what we could find.
Hey, if you're in the neighborhood, come to Top Deck in Cherry Hill on September 12th. Play Legion. It's our next tournament.
September 12th. Okay.
September 12th.
Good to know.
Yeah.
Good to know.
Do it.
I still need to work on organizing my next tournament.
I want to go to someone else's tournament. I can't ever go. It's always a weekend I work. I want to go play in a tournament again. I want to go play Legion again, guys. I've got Summer Slaughter next weekend. I'm excited about that too. Should be a fun weekend. Get to hang out with Evan the Raccoon Boris all weekend.
Nice.
Party. It's a party. Oh.
All right,
Anything?
So I got one clarification. You for upgrading and downgrading dice, you cannot upgrade or downgrade dice more than once by the same effect. So, for example, Sniper Team, you upgrade your dice if you haven't moved, and both models can see, right? But if you tag on Fire, what's it called? Fire Support? Is that the new one?
Mm-hmm.
You could then upgrade those 2 blacks to reds based on that upgrade. So you could be throwing 3 red. Yes, you can.
That's
because
fun.
they are different effects.
Neat.
So that
seems
one
good.
One here.
3. 3.
Another one I've got here is if you have multiple instances of independent happening, you get to choose the order of the independents.
That makes sense.
And that got brought up because of the new Force upgrade that gives you independent aim or dodge. And we've got, a couple Jedi who have independent already on them.
Yes, they do.
So otherwise, I think a lot of interesting questions are not going to be answered quite yet because they are for upgrades that aren't out yet. They are going to probably wait till closer to those cards being out or the cards actually being out to answer any questions.
There's also, I'm hoping that some of these cards, these unique cards, are allowed to be played in Battle Forces. Because I think it would be fun. I don't know. I would like to see... I wouldn't like to see it, but I'd like to see Squadron Leader. Is that what it is? Squadron Leader in Blizzard Force? Because
the Squadron Leader is already in Blizzard Force.
It is?
There were a bunch of battle forces that were previously updated with Squadron Leader months ago, but none of the other unique things like fire support or whatever. I keep getting the name wrong. I bet. What's it called? Fire control. Fire control isn't listed in any of the battle forces, to my knowledge. But if I'm looking at Blizzard Force right now, unique upgrades allowed. No, it's not there. Okay. Squadron Leader is not in.
Maybe
Blizzard
it's in another
Force. One. It was listed in another one. Was it 212 has it? Yeah, 212 has it listed. So I'm wondering if maybe just some of those newer battle forces had it there because they knew about it at that point and they're waiting to update the
Could be
older battle forces. Certainly possible. You know what? I'm going to do a test and let's take a look at Tempest Force. Because that seems like another place you'd want Squadron Leader. Tempest Force does have Squadron Leader.
So maybe it just hasn't been.
Or maybe they just decided this doesn't go in Blizzard.
Mean. Boo, chaos. I'm here for chaos.
Yeah, and and fire control is not in any of the battle forces to my knowledge, which makes me very sad that I can't use it for 4 E-webs.
Yeah, it's pretty good. Get rid of those white dice.
Right?
Yeah.
Or at least, when you move your E-Web, you can re-upgrade some of those white dice.
It's true. This is true. All right. Call it a show here.
That's all I got for now. I think so. Nothing more. I can't think of anything else.
We probably forgot some stuff, but that's okay. We'll get it next time.
I'm sure we forgot a bunch of things.
Yeah.
That's why we're idiots.
Yeah, that's why we are the Idiots Array.
I'm Brendan.
And I'm Nick. Good night.
Good night, or good day, or good morning.
Good time.
Whatever time of day it is you happen to be watching us.